Jess says, I love your new disclaimer. I have to put it there. I make it as quick as I can. I talked with a lawyer. The lawyer says I had to do it because he fears the same as I do, that the FTC will really seriously start to regulate independent content creators on YouTube. We don't know what to make of it. I'm waiting for December 9th to see exactly what the verdict is, because the revisions done to COPPA, again, I'm getting a little detailed. Some people don't even know what's going on. But the revisions made to COPPA are super, super overreaching, super regulatory, and gives the FTC carte blanche on coming in and literally doing and finding anybody that they want. Anybody. So that if they mark themselves that they don't make kids content and they go in there and they see anything that's related to a child as a video game, they can say, boom, we're fining you $100, $200, $1,000, up to $42,000. That's a very serious transgression in my mind as an American. And there's very few of us left, by the way, that aren't subjugated, that believe in freedom, that fight for what the Constitution, these rights that are given to us, afforded to us by the founding fathers. There are very few of us left that will fight for our freedoms. And this is a huge transgression of our government coming in and finding anybody and everybody, anybody they want to. And for people that are thinking, oh, it's not going to be a big deal. If this legislation, if this revision to COPPA that is going to be under review, and hopefully this petition does something to kind of trim down all of the egregious amounts of legislation in COPPA and the revisions. If this doesn't do anything, well, that's kind of where I'm at right now, guys, with this, then you will see a completely different YouTube in 2020. And that's why I talked with a lawyer. He's like, DG, what you need to do is you need to make sure you have a disclaimer. This is what your disclaimer needs to say. You need to go ahead and put it at the beginning of every single video. And I was like, really? I'm like, dude, that's not really helpful for me as a content creator. He said exactly what Jeff said. He's like, you got to protect yourself. And he's seriously worried. He's a lawyer and he's seriously worried. And he does not agree with what's going on. He is vehemently opposed to what is happening. As a lawyer, he is like, this is ridiculous what he's seeing. And he understands the implications. He understands how serious it is. And a lot of YouTube content creators are not taking it seriously. And don't think, and this is what he said as well. I said, as far as YouTube, do you think it's going to spread into any other platform? And he said, absolutely. He said, if this goes down the way that he thinks that it will go down, because it's a cash machine, guys. I don't really think any amount of people signing that petition that wants people to relook and reanalyze all of the changes to the legislation of COPPA. I don't think any amount of signatures is going to make them change their mind on what they have done to COPPA, because they can use COPPA as a cash machine. They can ching it anytime they want. And that's why YouTube did what they did. They abandoned their content creators. They literally turned their backs on everybody that is an independent content creator. We all thought we had this umbrella. I really wish this message was out there. This is the crazy thing. When I talk like this, I love you guys to death. I do. But when I talk like this, I get so worried that my voice is so small that nobody's really hearing this. Because this is the truth. This is actually what is happening to content creators. Well, I will say this, them getting fined $170 million is a drop in the bucket, but they have liability on there, Jeff. They have liability. Each content creator makes them liable. Thank you, Snow Fox. Welcome to the stream, bro. Good to see you. Thanks for that sub, dude. That helps, man. That helps. And that's why having your guys' support helps so much. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, this channel is brought to you by you. Like this channel is brought to you by you. Ad revenues will go down for all content creators regardless. And now with the additional liability that we have as content creators, where the FTC can come in and carte blanche just charge us whatever the fuck they want to charge us and fine us, it makes it very, very risky. to be a content creator and going into 2020. So what I worry about is that this message isn't being put out there. I mean, really, right, Vitals? And I think what they're going to do, first off, I think the petition isn't going to, I really hope the petition, here's what I really hope for. I hope that democracy still works in America. I hope that there are millions of people that sign this petition. I hope that the politicians look at it and rethink COPPA and they bring back revenue to thousands of content creators independently who have made YouTube their living, who have made YouTube their livelihood, and they revise it to consider the independent content creator. But the skeptic in me says that they want to get rid of the independent content creator because they're going to support major media. When it comes to lobbyists and the people that are fighting to have these big shows on over the small guy, even when we saw net neutrality fail and sink, this is why I think that COPPA is going to go through as is, and it's going to wipe out independent content creators, and you better be ready because it's going to be a completely different YouTube. Old man says, I deleted my YouTube channel. He doesn't want to be liable at all. I don't blame you, dude. It's why I changed my name, man. They're looking for keywords like duh, D-U-H, and games, G-A-M-E-S. And if they're going to plug these words in to an algorithm, guess who's going to get the most hits on that? So when people are asking me about like, why'd you change your name? But my lawyer said, I'm not stupid. I got a friend who's a lawyer. Thank God I got free advice. And this is what he said. Here's how you word your disclaimer. Put it at the beginning of every video. And every video post January 2020, as in the first day of the new year, you delete any video that does not have this disclaimer on it. Holy shit. Do you understand how that's going to impact me? That'll impact me huge. It's hard enough to find me as is, but to take away 2 million views on a channel, because essentially when you delete or you privatize or you unlist all the videos that I have, 700-ish videos, man, that's going to be a crazy death nail. And we're going to have to fight through that. I love you guys. But we need to get this message out there. We need to grow, man. Like we got to work on promotion. We got to help this channel grow. We got to help this community this voice get louder. Because I do not hear anyone talking like this. I'm not propping myself up. I'm not being egotistical here. I'm talking about a genuinely real message. I'm talking about the truth of what's happening. And it scares the living shit out of me to see that all these people who had this umbrella, who thought that we were protected by YouTube shut the fucking umbrella, did a 180 and walked away from all of us because they do not want to be liable and get they don't want to be. Do you think they want to be fined another 170 million because somebody named DG said the F word and the FTC said, hey, you're liable for this guy? That's why you see the terms of service being updated, where YouTube literally went like this. Like YouTube, like that video that we received that some of you guys have seen where they got the spokesman up there and she's like, hey guys, suck on this, bitches. And that's what they said to the independent content creators got that message. For those of us smart enough to realize what they did, they do not want to be liable. They are in save their assets mode. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you, man. And it really, it fucking angers me. Because big media is winning. They're squeezing out people like us that are making content, that are trying to make a livelihood out of this. I know YouTubers that actually had legitimate content for children that made that their livelihood. And because of COPPA, the first thing that YouTube said to these people were like, too bad, because we're at risk of being liable for you, all your content's going to have to be marked that it's for kids, and that we are not going to have you in search. We are not going to have you in our playlists. We are going to reduce your ad revenue because there essentially will be no ads on your revenue because of actions that YouTube did that were illegal, mining data from children that sat there on the TV all day, and they advertised to those targeted advertisements to those kids that were 13 and younger. This was a transgression on YouTube. Some people are defending YouTube like, oh, they never did that. Yes, they did. Otherwise, the FTC wouldn't have gone into the amount of work that they did. And that's how this whole thing started. And then YouTube said, but we have YouTube Kids. And the FTC said, yeah, you have YouTube Kids, but it doesn't matter because on YouTube, you are targeting ads towards 13-year-olds and younger. And you know that you did because we have it here. We have the data here. And that's why YouTube said, coughing up 170 million. There you go. Now we're going to wipe our hands clean of independent content creators. And we're not going to be liable for them anymore. And we're not going to let any ads play on any content that was legitimately for children that were 13 and under. And those people made livings off of that, like Family Channel vlogs, like people that were into toys that like help toys build like Lego toys and stuff that were legitimate. There were people that had millions of subscribers that had livelihoods, man. And they got wiped off the map. They made their life YouTube. They made it. They took the time to commit. They took their time to make that their profession through YouTube, and YouTube couldn't have the common decency to turn around and try and protect this content creator. And then on the other side of the coin, then they said, you know what? Not only are we going to fuck the people that are making legitimate content for kids, but we're also going to not be responsible for the people that don't mark their shit for kids. So if you mark your shit that it's not for kids, YouTube says, great, this will help us. This will help us so that we're not liable for you. That's why that shit's there. But sorry if the FTC steps in and finds you anyway, because the FTC might do that. Oh, we don't know, but we don't care. So good luck. Here's our new tool. Peace out. That's the truth. That's what happened. That's why you're seeing disclaimers on my video. That's why I renamed my channel. That's what my lawyer said. That is the... Man, there is so much happening today in America. And this is a great point. Yeah, and we already know how good YouTube's algorithms are, and God forbid the governments are going to be even more fucking incompetent vitals. And then Snowfox says, I wonder how many people will get got by this and what they will do. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. This is what I predict. That no matter how many signatures are on that, it won't matter. My hope is that it will change something, but I'm going to prepare for the worst. I think it won't matter if that's the way that it goes. FTC comes in January 1st of 2020, and the first thing that they're going to do, good morning, Pop. Good morning, dude. Serious discussion here. The first thing that they're going to do is they're going to go after large YouTubers. Why? I think somebody knows the answer to this. Why are they going to go after the biggest YouTubers? Vital says, come to England. We got free health guarantee. Money! Boom! Ching, ching, ching. They're going to pull that lever. They're going to pull it just like they did with YouTube. They're going to go after the Markipliers that make Minecraft content. Oh, Markiplier, I see you got kid content here. Markiplier's going to be like, with his deep voice, I don't believe this. I can't believe this. The FTC's going to come after me. We need to do something about this, everyone. Everybody unite. You know, but it'll be too late. It'll be too late because the FTC has carte blanche power to come in and fine them. And they'll start ringing that Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, all the big guys. They're gonna target everybody that has, yes, Smosh and PewDiePie, all these guys. If they even have one cuss word and they have a Minecraft video or videos that could be considered for children and they've marked it not for children, or you know, then they're screwed because the FTC is gonna come in and they're bam. Oh, you don't have a disclaimer on your video? Uh-oh. The only thing that's protecting anyone right now, or going to, according to my lawyer, is this disclaimer. Look, I said I was going to say goodbye, and I've just totally ranted for like an hour on this. This is going to affect not only content creators, Jeff, just like you say, but it's going to affect those people that watch content. There are going to be so many people that don't want to deal with this after people have been targeted and fined. When these fines start coming, and then people realize how serious this is, you're going to see people drop like a fucking stone. Even after I've done everything I can do to prepare for this, if I start seeing people getting hit with major fines, I'm going to have to think twice, you know, because then they'll just go down the list. Okay, now we're going to hit, we're going to start with YouTubers at the $1 million subscriber level. Okay, we find everybody we can find for this month. Now let's go after the people at the 100,000 subscriber level. Let's target them. Okay, now let's go after the people with tens of thousands. They'll probably leave anybody under 10,000 alone. So just in time for me, as I hit 10,000, that I get on a list. You know what I mean? That's only the type of luck that DG here can have. That's my kind of luck, everyone. Woo! Find in 2020 thanks to my 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, they'll go after PewDiePie. And like Erad was saying, well, I live in another country. I'm not going to have to worry about this. And to a degree, yes, he might not. Say they find somebody out of country like a PewDiePie or an Erad, okay? How are they going to enforce it? Well, if the FTC comes in and finds them and they do not pay, then the FTC can say, hey, YouTube, you got a guy here we find. He's not paying us. YouTube goes, oh, we are sorry, bends over for Uncle Sam, and then says, sorry, Erad. Sorry, Poods. You think they want to be fined again? Nope. There goes their account. COPPA right now is only being applied to YouTube Pop. But when I asked my lawyer, he said, you know, if this goes to the worst case scenario, what is to stop the government to apply it towards other platforms? They go to Twitch, they go to Mixer, they go wherever they want. They can start trying. They realize the amount of money that the YouTube got fined was 1 year's worth of expense for everyone working at the FTC. The FTC chair said that. The FTC chair said, oh, and he was super proud of that, by the way. He also said that we were fish in a barrel. Quite literally. He actually said those words. The content creators are fish in a barrel, and we'll come after every single content creator. I get really worried about that because I know what they're trying to do. I know that they are trying to target bad people. And as a parent, I get it. But I don't want the government stepping in here and breaking our constitutional rights. It's wrong. And as far as parenting goes, the parents should parent. The parents should tell their child, hey, you should be on YouTube Kids. And this is the world we're living in, where we want to be ultimately safe from everything. We want to be, oh God, forbid. What happened in the old days, man? My bikes had metal spikes. My bike had metal spikes on the pedals. You understand? If you got hurt on those spikes and they dug into your calf, you just got over it and you went on. You crash on your bike, you get up, you deal with the pain. This world wants to protect us from everything. Like, what's going on? What's going on? You know, like Americans want to be protected from everything. What happened to the tenacity? What happened to the vitality and the spirit, you know? Where's that at? I don't see it anymore, man. It's a scary world. It's scary, man. And we get forced into this like dogma of being worried and afraid about everything. It hits our eyes and, oh God, I can't deal with it. Everybody gets easily offended. Nobody's got thick skin anymore. Nobody can take criticism. Drives me insane. I'm just ranting now. I'm just ranting. All right, guys. Fucking love you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. It's a problem. It's a serious problem. And I don't see anybody talking about it right. I don't see anybody talking about this. Like, I don't see anybody talking about this. Like, what's happening to them? That is the most concerning part. The most concerning part is there is not a voice that is with me. I mean, you guys, this is great. I love you guys. You guys are with me. But our volume needs to increase. Our message needs to get out there. That's what I'm worried about. That's really what I'm worried about. I believe in you guys, though. Today's video has been brought to you by the generous patrons of DG360 who make continued content possible. DG360 patrons enjoy monthly giveaways like Star Citizen packages, Steam gift cards, and any game that you want giveaways. Please consider donating $1 if in any way you enjoy DG360 content. And these difficult times where independent content creation is under attack from the FTC and left to die by YouTube, it's nice to know that I'm appreciated. Thank you.